Hello and welcome. You're with us here on BTTV. Let's take a look at how markets are shaping up today. Pull it up for you on your screen. We've got a nice solid slice of green on there. Sensex up 300 points, 63,408, and Nifty at 18,843. Remember, market men have been saying that 20,000 is really not too far a sight away, and things are looking pretty optimistic and on track at the moment. Record highs inching close to yet another milestone in today's session, up 0.5% on both indices. Let's put up those gainers for you, see what's making some noise in today's session as well, and where we're seeing some of that action coming in from. Lots of individual stocks, of course, that continue to move on the back of individual news. We'll get to that, but Hindalco, Tech Mahindra, TCS, a lot of those IT names are moving today. That's really where a lot of the buzz is also coming from. So across the board, L&T, Infotech, TCS, Infi, Wipro, Emphasis, Persistent, we're seeing a lot of buzz on the IT majors. On the Nifty, otherwise, Tata Steel, Grasim, some of the other names there. We've also got a few newsmakers. Danny Green is moving up today. We've got Easy Trip, of course, on all the action. And sales figures, auto sales figures are also in the news. So we'll touch upon those. But quick look at some of the laggards just to kind of see also where a little bit of the lag is coming from in today's session as well. Pull up some of those for you. Cipla, UPL, Bajaj, couple of the names there right on top of the list, and a few more like an ICICI Bank, for example, Power Grid, HUL, also bringing up the losers list at this point of time. But overall, it's looking fairly good, and IT is clearly driving the way in today's session. Rajesh is also joining us on the show today. Rajesh, great to have you with us. Let's carry that conversation forward in terms of really where we're looking at for a year-end target, or even over the next couple of months, let's say pre-budget, given the kind of consistency with which the market's been performing over the last few days.
Good afternoon, Aabha. So a very strong rally which we are seeing in the market, and now almost we are trading at around 19,000 level for the Nifty. So it's just we feel that during the this upward momentum, this is likely to continue further higher, and we are expecting and projecting target of 19,500 to 19,800 in the continuation of this uptrend. So maybe in next couple of months again it would be again interesting, and till budget we are projecting target of around 19,800 for the Nifty. And if we talk about the Bank Nifty, we are projecting target of 44,500 to 45,000 for Bank Nifty also, because strong buying action we have seen the sector which were underperforming and the consolidating since last couple of months, but now they are also showing the good traction. Post the commentary of this Powell, again, there is another round of fresh round of buying action has been seen in the today's session, which clearly indicates that now IT, metal, and other sectors which were laggard now are also supporting to the this momentum of index. So we are projecting target of 19,500 to 19,800 in next couple of months for the Nifty.
Fantastic. IT is definitely on an uptrend today. Rajesh, what's your view? And within the IT pack, anything that you like, whether it be from the heavyweights or some of the mid-cap movers as well?
Yeah, so we are bullish on IT at this current juncture, and looking at the setup from the large cap space, we feel that Infosys can continue further more upward momentum. Looking at the setup for Infosys, we are projecting target of around 1750 to 1800 in the continuation of this uptrend. So buy on dips is the strategy for Infosys to accumulate. Keep stop loss of around 1560. From mid-cap IT space, we are much bullish, because if we look at the overall setup for mid-cap IT space, there is a good traction we have witnessed in last couple of week also. So overall, we feel that mid-cap IT can do well compared to large-cap IT, and from that space, yes, the first stock is LTTS, L&T Technology and Services. Though stock is already moved up sharply in today's session, but we feel, looking at the overall setup for LTTS, we feel that, this stock can continue further more upside from the current level also. Even in the dips, one can buy and accumulate. We are projecting target of 4,500 for LTTS. Our stop loss for LTTS at current juncture is around 3,900. Another space from midcap IT is that is emphasis. This stock is also looking attractive. Stock managed to give breakout on the weekly chart also, and looking at near-term, short-term setup, we feel that emphasis can scale up towards 2,400 level also. So one can buy emphasis with stop loss of 2000 kind of level they can keep as a stop loss. So Infosys, LTTS, and Emphasis, these three stocks are looking promising from the IT pack.
Okay. What else is on your top pick list, Rajesh?
So we are bullish and we are continuously holding our view on the banking space, and we feel that this PSU banks can continue their rally. So from that space, we like Bank of Baroda, and Bank of Baroda is looking quite positive. And looking at the setup, we are projecting target of 185 to 190. Stop loss is around 158. Another stock from banking space is HDFC Bank. We have seen a lot of accumulation activity in last couple of weeks, and looking at the overall setup for HDFC Bank, we feel that now once the stock crosses above 1660 level, then possibly next target for HDFC Bank would be around 1760 or 1800. So one can buy and accumulate HDFC Bank also at the current juncture. Keep stop loss of 1570. From cement space, we are bullish, and from cement space, we like Ultratech Cement. And overall, if you analyze the setup, stock managed to do breakout of its multiple resistance zone at around 6920 level. So, looking at the breakout on the weekly chart, we feel that Ultratech Cement can now extend its up move, and projecting target of 7500 to 7600. Keep stop loss of around 6900 for Ultratech Cement. So banking and cement are looking promising. And another sector which we like can show good traction, that is metal. And from metal space, we like Jindal Steel and Power. Stock has clearly shown strong buying action in last couple of weeks, and the continuation of this uptrend is likely to continue. And we are projecting target for short term around 580 to 590. Our stop loss at the current level is 535. So these three space are looking attractive in the near term to short term basis.
Okay, let's take a look at some of those auto sales figures as well. Let's pull them up for you on your screen. We've got a few of the auto sales majors, auto majors that have released their November auto sales figures. Ashok Leyland is seeing growth, Bajaj seeing a bit of a decline. That's why we're seeing a little pressure on that stock. 19% down on a Bajaj right now. Just from the numbers that have come in so far, Rajesh, any quick take on some of those sales figures? Because for example, two-wheelers have been lagging somewhat, as we're clearly seeing yet again in November.
So till now, from two-wheeler space, we feel that Hero Motor can do well. Looking at the overall structure for Hero Motor, yes, the setup is looking positive, and we believe that looking at the near-term, short-term setup, this stock can show good upward momentum from the current level also. And we are expecting target of around 3000 to 3100 for Hero Motor. So this stock is looking attractive. Keep stop loss of 2750. And other automobile stock which we like at the current juncture, that is Escort. Strong trend is there in the stock, and across all time frame, stock is exhibiting its upward momentum, and we believe that Escort can continue its upward momentum towards 2500 to 2600. One can buy and accumulate this stock also with a stop loss of 2150.
All right, a whole host of other auto sales figures also coming in there on your screen, as you just saw there. Escorts and some of the others also delivering numbers today, and a whole host more that will, of course, continue to come out. But we're above 18,800. We're looking strong. Reliance, TCS, some of those IT names really lending weight. Easy Trip in the news today on that acquisition buzz. Grasim to raise 1,000 crores via NCDs. It continues to see some amount of buzz on that front. Cement's an interesting pocket, actually. Rajesh, given the kind of capex plans that have been outlined, the kind of growth we're anticipating as well, continuing to reflect on infrastructure and anything related as such, would you have a preferred pick in the cement space? What's your outlook there?
From cement, as I already mentioned, like Ultratech is the preferred pick, but if we look at from mid-cap space also, Dalmia Bharat is also
Okay.
looking very promising, and Dalmia Bharat setup is clearly indicating that now stock can move further higher towards 2300, 2400. The kind of breakout which we have witnessed on the weekly as well as on the monthly chart. So it clearly shows that now stock will continue its upward trajectory towards 23, 2400. So Dalmia Bharat one can buy. And another stock that is looking very interesting, that is Ambuja Cement. Stock was in limelight since last couple of weeks, some consolidation action was there in the Ambuja Cement, but overall structure for Ambuja Cement is also positive. And looking at the setup, we feel that risk to reward is favorable for to buy Ambuja Cement at the current juncture. We are bullish and we are projecting target of 700 on the higher side. One can buy and accumulate the stock even in the minor corrective action. Keep stop loss of 535 to go long in Ambuja Cement also.
All right, let's also go across to Tanya. She has a few of the other stocks that are buzzing in trade today. Tanya?
Absolutely. Let's start with Zomato first. So shares of Zomato were up nearly 2% in today's trading session after a subsidiary of Singapore-based sovereign wealth fund, Temasek, emerged as a buyer. Now, it is also important to note that on the very same day, Alibaba sold stake in Zomato for around 1,631 crore rupees through an open market transaction. Then Bajaj Auto is also in focus today. So the shares slipped over 4% after the company reported a 19.3% fall in sales for November. Domestic sales were down over 4% to 1.52 lakh units in November 2022, as against 1.58 lakh units in November 2021. Then shares of TCS were also up nearly 2% after the IT firm said that it has been selected by the Rail Delivery Group to design, develop, implement, and operate the UK's rail data marketplace. And then Adani Power is also in focus today. So shares of Adani Power rose nearly 2% in today's trading session after the company's secured creditors approved a scheme of amalgamation. So the company said that a meeting of secured creditors was held for considering the scheme of amalgamation. So apart from these, all the auto majors are doing really well in today's trading session. And on the flip side, we have Cipla, UPL, HUL, Nestle that are among the top losers. Back to you.
Okay, thanks for that. Let's take a look at some of the other names that are moving around. I want to get Rajesh's view on some levels as well. A couple of the stocks that have really run out, Rajesh, because that's also, a worry for some investors. I mean, take the likes of, let's say, an Apollo Tires, for example. That's already trending at those 52-week highs. From the broader market, some of these names that have already seen a run-up, do you see a further up move? Where do you see further opportunity on some of these, buzzing, momentum-based stocks versus some of the undervalued plays?
So, as we are in a bullish trend and
Yeah.
looking at the overall setup for the overall market, it's in bullish trend. So, looking at the setup, the stocks which are hitting 52-week high are getting more buying interest because short-term rallies are already there in the stock. So, if we discuss about the Apollo Tire stock. After a long consolidation, the stock managed to give breakouts on the monthly chart, so which clearly shows that after a long consolidation, whenever we get this kind of breakout, then this kind of rally continues for a couple of months also. So we are bullish at the Apollo Tire also, despite the stock is trading at 52-week high. We feel that this momentum is going to extend further. And even the sector like automobile is already in bullish zone. So auto ancillary are the flavor of market at the current juncture. A lot of buying action we have seen in the auto ancillary space. So Apollo Tire, we are projecting target of 345 to 360 in the short period of time. One can buy and accumulate, keep stop loss of 305. Even from the auto ancillary space, we can look at
Sorry.
battery stocks also. And Exide is another stock which is looking very promising. Stock has shown corrective action in last.
For that,
Uh,
Rajesh, so that's the call coming in there. What about on these FMCG names as well? Same question. Something like a Britannia, which is already, trading at, 4,300 plus levels. Would you still advise buying into some of these names?
So it's a clearly rounding bottom formation was there on the weekly chart, and strong buying action has been there. So yes, we will hold our long position, and we expect 4,500 should be the next target for Britannia. Keep stop loss of 4,300 if you are holding your long position.
Okay, all right. So that's the call coming in on Britannia. I'm just shooting a few other stocks to you, Rajesh, just getting a verdict on some of them. GE Shipping, that one also has been standing out of late, as have some of the other shipping stocks actually. Wanted to get your, I know that's probably not one that you look at regularly, but if we just pull that up for a moment, Your view on GE shipping?
So very strong price action we have seen in GE shipping. Series of higher top, higher bottom formation is there on the stock. Looking at the breakout on the monthly chart, almost stock managed to give its 2007 swing high. So looking at the larger time frame, we are bullish because it's a very long term breakout has been there on the monthly chart. So we expect a target of 750, 760 in the short term. One can buy and hold the stock with stop loss of 645.
Okay, and what about Adani Enterprises, Rajesh? Let's pull that one up on the screen as well. And we all know the kind of news we continue to see on some of those Adani Group stocks, especially enterprises. What's the chart telling us about that one?
So since last 3-4 weeks, stock is in sideways consolidation. Overall trend for the stock is in bullish zone. So buy on dips is the strategy. Looking at the near-term setup, yes, those who are buying the stock keep stop loss of 3,800. And once the stocks manages to cross over 4040 level, then possibly next target for Adani Enterprise would be around 4,200, 4,250. So overall trend is positive. It's an opportunity to buy and accumulate again the stock because it's a clearly in uptrend since last 3-4 week consolidation is already done. So looking at the overall scenario of market, we expect that Adani Enterprise will also contribute and 4,200, 4,250 should be the target in the near term to short term.
All right, LT Foods, they've got a viewer query coming on this, Rajesh. Someone's asking why this stock isn't moving and what really your advice or strategy would be when it comes to LT Foods.
So strong buying action we have witnessed in LT Food. You're talking about LT Food, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So in the last trading session, stock was in up move. Some profit taking is witnessed in the today's session, but the overall setup for the LT Food is bullish, and we expect that if stocks continues to hold above 108 level, then possibly next target for the
As markets close a little later this afternoon.